Hello and welcome to this week's Fundamentals. My name is Thomas and I'm the host of this channel. This week I would like to discuss stablecoins with you. So what is a stablecoin? How do they work? Why are they important? What type of stablecoins are in existence? What stablecoins are most trusted? And what stablecoins do I personally hold? So to start off, what is a stablecoin? The whole purpose of a stablecoin is to provide stability. As we all know, the crypto markets are very volatile. And in order to quickly get out of a position or to get into a position, people use stablecoins because it's faster than the moving back and out of the dollar. Another benefit from that is that once you realize capital gains, so you made profits, it's taxable. It's only taxable when you move from crypto back to dollars. This obviously also depends on the country, so please search for a local tax advisor to see if this is also working in your country like that. But for the US, you have capital gains. So once you move back to dollars, you have a profit that you have to give up to the tax authorities. But when you stay into stable coins, it means you're still in the market. And from stable coins, you can jump back into Bitcoin. And this way you did not yet realize your capital gains. So those are the reasons why stable coins exist. So there's another way to profit from them, although they're not volatile. So you can't make profits going up or down. You can still profit from them by earning interest. The importance I just explained, and with this video, we will dig deeper into the stable coins. So let's jump into it. So the website that I use to analyze the stable coins is CoinGecko, which I also use to analyze the prices of the other protocols that I analyzed. We currently have a market cap of 127 billion with Tether as market leader. Tether is also the longest existing stablecoin with the least regulation, but I will tell you more about that later. So Tether is the market leader. On the second place, we have USDC with a market capitalization of almost 30 billion. Then we have the Binance USD, which is almost 13 billion. And as you will see here, nearly every platform or protocol has its own token. You have the synthetic dollar, you have the Celo dollar, because they want you to just stay in the platform and use their tools. The way stablecoins or makers of stablecoins make money is due to the transaction fee of moving one stablecoin to another wallet or moving in or out of stablecoins, which is much lower than the transaction fee when you move in and out of dollars. Then we go to the Ethereum, ethereum.org. Digital money for everyday use. Stablecoins are Ethereum tokens designed to stay at a fixed value, even when the price of Ethereum changed. So again, stablecoins need to provide safety and risk-free. So when the market is very volatile, people are likely to move out of cryptocurrencies and move into stable tokens. What is not correct is that all stable tokens are built on Ethereum. There is many other protocols that have their own stablecoins right now. So why stablecoins? Stablecoins are global and can be sent all over the internet. They're easy to receive or send once you have an Ethereum account or any other account. The demand for stablecoins is high, so you can earn interest for lending yours, as I said in the video in the beginning. Make sure you're aware of the risks before lending. So this is still a new space and this only exists for the last 2 years. So there is not really insurance or regulation. So your cryptos are at risk and your stablecoins are at risks as well if you lend them out on platforms. I would not recommend you to put all your cryptos on lending platforms because there might also be hacks taking place and smart contract breaches. Stablecoins are exchangeable for ETH and other Ethereum tokens. Lots of dApps rely on stablecoins, and stablecoins are secured by cryptography, the same as cryptocurrencies are secured. So there's different stablecoins. Here you can see how you can find them, but where I wanted to get into is how you can get stablecoins. So just to start, how does it actually work? So here you see buy. There's a lot of exchanges and wallets that let you buy stablecoins. So what you do, if you want to have one Tether, which is always equal to $1, you pay $1 into a smart contract. Then you are allowed to do with this Tether which you want to do. So you can move this Tether somewhere else, you can sell it to somebody else, but that Tether is always equivalent to $1. So you can always get that $1 in return. So you can swap it with other cryptocurrencies, you can earn by interest, and you can also borrow stablecoins. How does it work? So you have fiat-backed stablecoins. So as I said, this is how you exchange $1 for one stablecoin, and that one stablecoin will always be worth $1. The pros are safe against crypto volatility. The change in prices are minimal. The cons are it's centralized. Someone must issue the token and requires auditing to ensure the company has sufficient reserves. So you need to audit the company to see if the amount of dollars that it has in their account is equal to the amount of stable coins that are in the market. So that is very important. Then you have crypto-backed stablecoins, precious metal-backed stablecoins, and algorithmic stablecoins. So it makes sure that the value of all the stablecoins around, all of that stablecoins, so the USDC or the synthetic dollar or synthetic gold, that it's always equal to what the company is holding for that. And the way they make sure that it works, when, for example, gold can increase or decrease, crypto-backed stablecoins can increase and decrease. What the currency does is it mints or it burns tokens. So it makes sure that the scarcity of the token is equivalent to the value in their portfolio, in their backed up system. And the algorithmic is a program, so it's easier to check as well for auditors, because you just have to check if the algorithm is really working and functioning. Then I wanted to dig into Tether. So Tether is the biggest currency. It was the early mover, but therefore also more risky because it's really lacking transparency. So Tether USDC is a stable-coin with a claimed value where 1 USDT equals $1. Tether Limited, the centralized authority of USDT, has the ability to print Tether and therefore is claiming to print something equivalent to US dollars. So whenever they are printing Tether, 100 Tether, they should get $100 on the balance sheet as well. Tether is not a central bank or regulated in any way by any country other than the British Virgin Islands. It is not audited, has been fined by financial regulators for financial misconduct, and revealed that its stablecoin is mostly not backed by the US dollar. Yet Tether still trades at about $1. Why? So there is really lack of transparency, and the biggest part of the crypto community doesn't believe that Tether is 100% backed with dollars. Scams could go on for a very long time, or possibly indefinitely, if asset holding is concentrated in the hands of a few, which is the Tether Limited. Assets holders are part of the scam or are vested in success of the scam. Regulators do not take action. So if we look at Tether, all three cases are mostly correct. About 100 accounts are claimed to control most of the circulation. So 100 accounts on Tether are controlling that 70 billion in supply. Account holders are likely to be exchanges that can take advantage of Tether to minimize their dealings with regulated banks, which is necessary to deal in US. So what banks or what the exchanges want to do is that they rather deal with Tether than the US dollar, because once they are using the US dollar, they're regulated. Once they're just out of fiat, they're less regulated. Tether Limited is in the British Virgin Islands and it's without any financial licenses. So there is no licenses based on the Tether Limited. So what we expect Tether to continue as long as all these hold. Crypto exchanges remain liquid and need it to exist. So as long as crypto exchanges need it to exist, it will stay there. Stablecoins won't become regulated. So once stablecoin become regulated, it means that Tether really has to show the authorities how they are backed and what they are backed with. Tether is not replaced by stablecoins that are backed by a currency like US dollar coin or USDC or Tether or Facebook DMs, which is partnering with banks. So they just have to make sure that Tether is not replaced or caught by any other stablecoins. So why is Tether possibly a scam? Tethers are not backed by USD. At least they can't provide the proof that they are. As of March 2021, only a few percentage points of its tethers are backed by cash or equivalents. The value of reserves, like commercial papers, can be evaluated without more transparency or an audit. It is also true for banks do not back all their deposits with cash equivalents, so not every bank has exactly the assets that they are borrowing out. This approach is called fractional banking. However, banks are regulated and provide significant transparency into where they keep their money, which is not the case with Tether. Tether Limited also provides no legal guarantees to convert Tethers to dollars. So personally, my opinion with Tether is that they might cause the next Bitcoin or crypto bear market, because Tether is currently ranked on either spot number 3 or number 4. And once the whole crypto community knows that those tethers are actually not backed by 70 billion in dollars, the whole price might crash. And yes, from the 3rd place, they will go back to 0, which is a lot of its 70 billion disappearing from the market. So that's going to have its effect on the crypto market. So I hope after this video, you will learn more about stablecoins. I personally favor the USDC. Let me know what coin you favor and if you hold any stable coins. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.